even on the organic farms where the animals have somewhat better lives, do you still think it's okay to cut their throat or force them in a gas chamber against their will when we can eat foods from other less harmful sources?
It doesn't sound okay.
I agree with you, it doesn't sound okay.
Where you've described it there.
That is what happens though. A lot of people don't know.
But the fact still remains is they are for human consumption.
If I decided to breed some dogs specifically for human consumption, I bred them for that purpose, would that make it okay to kill them for that purpose?
People don't eat pets.
Whether or not a dog is considered a pet is just a decision we decide, right? Like I could adopt a pig as a pet, couldn't I?
You could, but there's a lot of people that don't eat pork.
That's true, and I think it's good that they don't eat pork.
Personal preference, isn't it?
Of course. Do you think personal preference makes it okay to harm someone else, harm an animal? So if I had a personal preference to harm cats, would that make it okay?
You're talking about pets again, you're not talking about...
Okay, if I had a personal preference to just like start beating a cow for fun, would that be okay?
Of course not.
If you'd have asked me 7 years ago if I wanted to go vegan, I would have said, no way, I like meat too much. But when I saw what was actually happening to these animals, I saw how they were killed, how they were suffering, I was like, why should my personal enjoyment be responsible for such cruelty when I can just eat something else? Do you agree that that's at least an ethical decision to make?
There's a lot of people who are vegan and apparently their health is a lot worse than people who are not vegan.
It depends how you do it. If someone goes vegan and they just eat sort of plain salads every day, of course they're not going to get enough nutrients, right? Whereas if they eat a good balance, lots of high protein plant foods.
Being vegan can be very expensive.
And again, depends on what you buy, right?
Yeah.
So if you're buying lots of beans, lentils, rice, things like that, those are cheap foods, right? If you're buying the fancy vegan products, those can be expensive. It also states on these websites like the NHS and the British Dietetics Association that you can be perfectly healthy on a fully plant-based diet as long as you have it varied enough and well planned enough. And so
There's also studies that say that a meat diet is just as healthy.
I'm not out here claiming that including meat in your diet is going to make you sick. I'm not saying that. I'm saying you can be healthy without it. And so my question to you would be, if you found out you could be perfectly healthy without eating these products, so if you found the right plant-based foods that could give you the nutrients you need, would you then think it was unnecessarily cruel to pay for these animals to suffer and die? If you could be healthy? If. Okay.
It's a big question.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well then, what I would encourage you to do is I've got a card. If you scan this and you follow the link in there to the British Dietetics Association website, it tells you all the different sources of nutrients you can get from different plant-based foods, and you can just have a look.
Well, there's no harm in having a look.
Exactly. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. You think we should farm women?
Yeah, more women.
To
So
eat
each
them or
man
just?
should have 10 women, so we can
Oh,
be
okay.
happy.
Would the women be happy in that situation?
Who cares? They're happy.
You don't
We
care
about our interests. We don't care about women.
So you don't care about women?
Okay.
Oh yeah, I don't agree with that, man. I do care about women.